The ex of the person you love was exposed last night. And their biggest hidden secret has finally come to light. My beloved child. Last night, something happened that nobody expected. A truth that had been buried for so long suddenly found its way into the light. The ex of the person you love believed their biggest secret would remain hidden forever, but everything changed in a single unexpected moment. The silence they depended on was broken, and the people around them could no longer ignore what had been revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is not just another story, this is the beginning of a revelation that could completely change the way you see everything. There was no loud argument, no dramatic scene, only a few simple words that carried unbelievable weight. Someone who had stayed quiet for a very long time finally spoke, and every sentence uncovered another hidden layer. The person you love stood there in complete disbelief, realizing that many things they had once blamed on themselves were never their fault to begin with. Piece by piece, an old illusion started falling apart. But the most shocking detail was still being protected, and no one in that room was ready to hear it. As the night grew darker, one final piece of the puzzle appeared. A forgotten detail, ignored for years, suddenly connected everything together. Hearts began racing because everyone understood that once this final truth was spoken aloud, nothing could ever return to the way it was before. Don't look away. Stay till the end. The biggest hidden secret has only started to surface, and what comes next is even more unexpected than anyone could imagine. A quiet voice finally asked the one question that nobody had dared to say out loud. The room became completely still. Every face turned toward the person who had carried this secret for so long. Then, without warning, the truth started unfolding one piece at a time. The ex had hidden a story that looked convincing on the outside but was built on misunderstandings from the very beginning. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Every second brings you closer to the moment that changes everything. The person you love slowly realized why so many memories had never made sense. Small details that once seemed meaningless suddenly fit together like missing pieces of a puzzle. The confusion of the past was being replaced with clarity, and everyone watching could feel that an unforgettable moment was approaching. Yet even after this revelation, one final fact remained locked away, a fact so unexpected that it had the power to rewrite the entire story in an instant. As the night came to its final moments, someone reached for one last piece of evidence that had been forgotten for years. The room held its breath. Eyes widened. Hearts raced. The person you love knew that once those final words were spoken, there would be no turning back. Stay till the end. The biggest hidden secret has not fully come to light yet, and what is revealed next will leave everyone completely speechless. A single sentence shattered the remaining silence. It wasn't spoken with anger, it was spoken with certainty. In that instant, every unanswered question from the past began to make sense. The person you love could finally see that the story they had believed for so long had never been complete. Hidden pieces had been carefully kept out of sight, waiting for the exact moment to be revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then something completely unexpected happened. Someone reached into an old box and uncovered a forgotten message that nobody thought still existed. It wasn't dramatic on its own, but the timing changed everything. Every word inside pointed toward a truth that had remained invisible for years. The room fell completely silent as people exchanged stunned looks, realizing that this discovery could never be ignored again. But even this wasn't the biggest surprise. Just as everyone thought the mystery was finally over, another voice quietly said, "There's still one thing you don't know." The air felt heavier. Every heartbeat seemed louder than before. The person you love slowly turned around, knowing that the next revelation would be the one nobody could have predicted. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the final hidden truth is now closer than ever, and it is about to change everything forever. The final witness stepped forward without raising their voice, yet every word carried unbelievable weight. Nobody interrupted. Nobody looked away. The person you love realized that the secret was never about a single moment, it was about a chain of hidden choices that had quietly shaped everything. What seemed impossible only minutes ago was now becoming impossible to deny. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then the last missing detail was revealed. It wasn't the shocking rumor everyone expected, it was the hidden truth that explained every confusing chapter of the past. Suddenly, old conversations, forgotten promises, and strange coincidences all connected into one clear picture. The person you love stood completely still, realizing that the future no longer had to be controlled by yesterday's misunderstandings. But just when it felt like the mystery was over, one unexpected name was mentioned, and the entire room froze again. That single name opened the door to an even deeper revelation, one that nobody had seen coming. Eyes widened. Hearts raced. Every person in the room knew the next few moments would decide how this story would be remembered forever. Don't look away. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the biggest surprise has still not been spoken, and when it finally is, nothing will ever feel the same again. The room remained silent as everyone waited for the final voice to speak. No one expected what came next. The person who had stayed quiet the longest slowly looked around and said, "The truth you've been searching for was hidden in plain sight all along." In that moment, every expression changed. The person you love realized that what had been exposed last night was only the surface of a much greater story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A forgotten memory suddenly returned to everyone's mind. It seemed small at the time, almost impossible to notice, yet it now explained every strange coincidence that had happened over the years. The ex had tried to keep that chapter closed forever, believing nobody would ever connect the pieces. But the truth has a way of finding its moment. As every detail fell into place, the weight of the past began to disappear, making room for a future no longer controlled by hidden misunderstandings. Just when everyone believed there was nothing left to reveal, another unexpected clue appeared. It wasn't loud, but it carried enough meaning to stop every heartbeat in the room. The person you love slowly realized that the greatest surprise had not yet been spoken aloud. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation won't just explain the past, it will uncover a truth that nobody imagined was still waiting to be found. The final clue wasn't hidden in a place. It was hidden in a single decision made long ago. As that decision was finally explained, the entire story changed direction. The person you love quietly realized that many painful moments had been built on incomplete information, not the full truth. Faces filled with disbelief as every remaining doubt began to disappear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then someone revealed one last forgotten conversation that nobody else had heard before. It lasted only a few moments, yet every sentence carried incredible meaning. Suddenly, the actions that once seemed confusing became perfectly clear. The ex's biggest hidden secret was never about what people imagined, it was about what had been carefully left unsaid. The silence itself had hidden the truth, and now that silence had finally been broken. Just as everyone thought the story had finally reached its ending, a quiet smile appeared on the face of the person you love. They had understood something that nobody else had noticed. One final piece was still missing, and it was more surprising than every revelation before it. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because what happens next won't only reveal the complete truth, it will leave everyone questioning everything they believed from the very beginning. Everything suddenly became quiet. No one wanted to speak first because everyone could feel that the next few seconds would reveal what had been hidden the longest. Then a calm voice finally said, "There is one detail that has never been shared with anyone." The person you love stood completely still, knowing this was the moment they had unknowingly been waiting for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the final detail was uncovered, every unanswered question from the past seemed to disappear at once. The secret that had remained in the shadows wasn't what anyone had expected. It revealed that countless misunderstandings had grown from a single hidden truth that was never allowed to be heard. Every glance, every silence, and every strange moment suddenly had a completely different meaning. The room filled with disbelief as everyone realized the story they had believed for so long was never the complete story. Then, just before the night came to an end, one unexpected sentence changed everything again. There is still one final revelation, and only one person knows it. Every heartbeat seemed louder than before. The person you love slowly turned toward the only individual who had remained silent from the beginning. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the next words will uncover the last missing piece, and the truth waiting behind it is beyond anything anyone imagined. The person who had remained silent all night finally took a slow step forward. Every eye turned toward them, and the room became so still that even a whisper felt powerful. They closed their eyes for a moment and quietly said, "What happened last night was only the beginning." The person you love felt their heart race because they knew the next words would uncover the one truth that nobody had been prepared to hear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then the final hidden connection came into view. It wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't an accident. It was a missing piece that had silently linked every unanswered question together. Suddenly, the confusion of the past disappeared, replaced by a clear picture that nobody had ever imagined. The biggest hidden secret was not simply about the ex, it was about how one concealed truth had changed the lives of everyone involved without them ever realizing it. The room stood frozen, unable to believe how perfectly everything now fit together. Just when it seemed there could be nothing left to reveal, another unexpected voice broke the silence with one unforgettable sentence: "You still haven't heard what happened after everyone left." Every heartbeat grew louder. The person you love slowly looked toward the doorway, sensing that the most unbelievable chapter had not even begun. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because what happened after last night remained hidden from everyone, until now. The doorway slowly opened, and everyone turned at the exact same moment. No one expected another witness to appear after everything that had already been revealed. But the expression on their face said it all: they knew something that nobody else did. The person you love felt a wave of anticipation, realizing the night's greatest mystery still had one final chapter. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Without rushing, the witness began describing what happened after everyone had gone home. A quiet conversation had taken place, one that no one believed would ever be discovered. In that conversation, the final hidden piece of the puzzle quietly surfaced. Every confusing moment from the past suddenly carried a different meaning. The person you love understood that the truth had never disappeared, it had simply been waiting for the right moment to be revealed. Every heartbeat in the room seemed to echo as the reality finally settled in. Then, just before the last words were spoken, the witness paused and looked directly at the person you love. "There is one final truth," they said softly, "and once you hear it, nothing will ever look the same again." The room fell completely silent. Every eye remained fixed on that moment. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the final revelation is only seconds away, and it will bring this unforgettable story to its most powerful conclusion. The silence lasted only a few seconds, but it felt endless. Then the witness finally spoke the words everyone had been waiting to hear. The biggest hidden secret was never meant to hurt anyone, it was meant to stay buried forever. In that instant, the person you love closed their eyes, realizing that the answers they had searched for had been standing in front of them all along. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the final truth settled into the room, every misunderstanding lost its power. The mystery surrounding the X was no longer a mystery. The hidden pieces, the unanswered questions, and the confusing memories all came together with perfect clarity. The person you love no longer carried the weight of uncertainty. Instead, they walked away with something far more valuable, the confidence that truth always finds its way into the light, no matter how deeply it is hidden. Just as everyone prepared to leave, one last unexpected message arrived. No one knew who had sent it, but its first line made the entire room stop once again. This isn't the end, there's one truth that no one has discovered yet. Every heartbeat grew louder. Every eye turned toward that message. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the greatest revelation of all is still waiting, and it will change everything one final time. The mysterious message was carefully opened, and for a moment, nobody dared to read it aloud. Then a calm voice broke the silence. If you truly want to understand what happened last night, you must stop looking at the secret itself, and start looking at what it changed. The person you love felt every word sink deep into their heart. Suddenly, they realized the greatest revelation had never been about exposing someone, it was about finally seeing the truth without confusion. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message continued with one unexpected detail that no one had considered before. Every decision made after that hidden secret came to light had quietly reshaped the future. The fear that once controlled the story had disappeared, replaced by clarity and peace. One by one, the people in the room nodded as they understood how every unanswered question had finally found its answer. Yet the last line of the message remained unread, and everyone knew it carried the greatest surprise of all. Slowly, the final line was revealed. It simply said, "The next chapter begins today." A deep silence filled the room once again. The person you love looked ahead instead of behind, knowing the past no longer had the power to define what came next. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the final chapter is about to reveal what happens after the truth, and it is the moment everyone has been waiting for. A new morning arrived, but the feeling from last night had not disappeared. The person you love looked back one final time, not with regret, but with complete understanding. Every hidden question had found its answer, and every shadow that once covered the truth had finally faded away. Yet deep inside, they felt that one final moment was still waiting to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then, without warning, a quiet smile appeared on their face. It wasn't because of the secret that had been exposed. It was because they finally understood what the secret had been protecting all along. The past no longer held any power. The confusion was gone. What remained was a clear path forward, free from old misunderstandings. Everyone watching realized they had witnessed something far greater than a hidden story. They had witnessed the moment truth finally replaced uncertainty. Just before everything came to a close, one last unexpected sentence echoed in the silence. The greatest chapter of this story has not been written yet. Every heart paused for a moment. The person you love took one confident step forward, leaving the past behind forever. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because the next step they take is about to begin a future that no secret will ever be able to hide again. The journey that began with a hidden secret ended with something far more powerful, complete clarity. The person you love no longer searched for answers because every missing piece had finally fallen into place. The truth that surfaced last night did more than expose the past, it removed every doubt that had been quietly growing for so long. What once felt like an impossible mystery had become a lesson that could never be forgotten. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the final moments unfolded, everyone understood that secrets may remain hidden for a season, but they can never stay hidden forever. The person you love chose to move forward with confidence instead of looking back with questions. The chapter filled with uncertainty had finally closed, making room for a future built on honesty, peace, and hope. No hidden story could hold them back anymore, because the truth had already done its work. And as the screen slowly faded, one final thought remained. Sometimes the greatest revelation isn't discovering someone else's secret, it's discovering the strength you gain after the truth is finally revealed. The night that changed everything was over, but a brand new beginning had just arrived. Stay till the end. Because every ending creates the opportunity for an even greater chapter to begin. One last time, the person you love looked back at the night that had changed everything. The hidden secret that once seemed impossible to uncover had finally lost its power. Every whisper had been replaced by truth. Every doubt had been answered with clarity. And every unanswered question had found its place. In that quiet moment, they realized they were no longer carrying the weight of the past. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then something completely unexpected happened. A final message, left unseen until now, was quietly discovered. It contained only a few words, yet those words explained why everything had unfolded exactly the way it did. It wasn't about revenge. It wasn't about winning. It was about allowing the truth to appear at the perfect moment, when nobody could deny it anymore. The person you love smiled, knowing that what had once seemed like an ending had actually become the beginning of a stronger, brighter chapter. As the story reached its final breath, one unforgettable realization echoed louder than every secret that came before: the truth always arrives exactly when it is needed most. The darkness of uncertainty was gone, replaced by peace and confidence. Don't look away. Stay till the end. Because sometimes the greatest victory isn't exposing a hidden secret, it's discovering that the truth has already set the future free. The story finally reached its final moment. The person you love took a deep breath and walked away from Everett.